Okay. Okay. Today we're going to learn halacha that we spoke about many times. Where is appropriate to be machmir, where it's not, and many times you see that one goes on the cheshbon of the other. When people start being machmirim on things they have no basis bichlal, so that's a sign that there's somewhere else there is a big problem. They're neglecting something important. So I don't have to tell you how many things we have today. The people machmir and them and kashrus to have things that absolutely have no sense, there's no basis, no reason why they should be bechal kosher. They don't need kashrus because just like I give you one example: a bleach doesn't have to be kosher, and some bleaches sell them with the kashrus. Anyway, I'm not going to go into it.
That's business.
But for some of them, rai. However, that's b'derech klal when you see such a mahalach that people start being machmirim on stupid things. I mean that they may kill him on many other. I'm going to give you an example now. There's a Gemara in Maseches near Daf Yud Zayin. What the Gemara says: Amar Rabbi Shimon ben Yochai, Hey dvarim hem she'oso mischayev benafshe bedomoy beroisha. There's 5 things. Whoever does them, he himself accountable for his life. Bedomoy beroisha. He's responsible for what happens to him afterwards. 1. Ha'oichel shum kolov. Somebody eating peeled garlic. Ubotzel kolov, or peeled onion. Ubeitza kulufa, or peeled eggs. And all this, if it was left overnight, obviously, because you have to peel them to eat them. If it was left overnight, then he brings 2 more things, because I'm going to skip them, because that's what I want to focus now on, those 3 things. Eating those 3 items, peeled, were left overnight. Garlic, eggs, onion and eggs.
Onion and what?
And eggs.
And eggs.
Yeah, doesn't make if they were cooked or not. If it's peeled and leave them overnight, it's a problem to eat them. The Gemara says, "V'afagav the manche besilto metzayre bechasime ruach ra shoyre alem." Even though you seal them, you close them, you put them in the pantry, you put them in the fridge, it's all protected. Nothing could touch it. It said ruach ra. All those things does not help for the ruach ra. Ruach ra shoyre alem. It's a bad spirit resting upon them. Yeah. Then it was if it was the heads of the onion, the garlic was still there, even though some of it that's spilled, it's still good, or you have some of the shell is still on them, then it's less lambo. Okay, so that's the Gemara. The Lechoire, a lot of people today are makel. I'm going to bring first of all kavs chus, those which are makel, then I'm going to bring a reason why we could be machmer. That's a good place to be machmer. It's not shtusim. This is not a shtus. That's a Gemara. So the mekilim, the kavschus is, since the Rambam, the Tur, the Shulchan Aruch, they don't bring this lahalacha. So people say that ruach ro, it's not shayach today. It was bezmaneim. A lot of things we say, like the zugos, they were machmer not to eat in pairs. It's not shayach today. This ruach ro is not shayach today. So we could say that's the kavschus, okay? You could rely on this shita, and that's how many kashrus agencies rely on this. And I'm going to say how far it goes. It's not like, it's not many products you have this. You have this problem in many products. So, okay, you want to be makel, fine. But if you want to be machmir, there's a lot of room to be machmir over here. You can't say since the Shulchan Aruch didn't bring it, because many Rishonim do bring this lahalacha, and B, the Alter Rebbe in Chelek Choshen Mishpat, he brings this halacha l'maisa. He goes like this. He talks about over there hilchas shmiras guf v'nefesh ubal tashchis. That's the halachas he talks about over there. He says over there halacha zayin. He says v'lo yechal shum kolov a botzel kolov a beitza kolufa she'ovar alem alayla mipnei sheruach rosh shora alem afilu srurim beveged v'chasumim. Mamash he brings this Gemara v'im shir boam yikorom. Like the Mamash, what the Gemara? You bring this Gemara kamois shehu the Memela according to the Alter Rebbe. It's halacha l'maisa. It's also It's also to have those things overnight. And now the same thing Aruch HaShulchan brings. The same thing, Kilshoiner, exactly. And the same thing the Kaf HaChaim in Hilchas Yom Tov, when they talk about what you're allowed to do on Yom Tov, what you have to do before, he brings like this. I'm reading from the Kaf HaChaim in Tov Kuf Dalet in Seif Aleph. והגם דבלאו הכי אסור לאכול שום קולוף ובצל קולוף שובר עולם הלילה כדיסא בנידה י"ז עמוד א'. That's what I just read over here. Oh, יש לומר. That's what again, it's another kavskus in which way you could eat them when they're left overnight. Yes, no, the kshem mevusholim, when that was cooked, dover acher was mixed with something else. People a lot of times they mix over there some salt or they put in the salad and a mazik. Okay. Anyway, so we see from here that like this. You have the Alter Rebbe, the Aruch HaShulchan, the Kaf HaChaim, so it's covered many people, Ashkenazim and Sfardim, that follow those poskim, and the Aruch HaShulchan I already mentioned, and even I have a sefer over here, a beautiful sefer, Shmiras HaGuf VaNefesh. He brings over here that from the Mishnah Brura, even though it doesn't talk about it, Mishnah Brura doesn't have any Yoreh there, but in his sefer, Likutei Halachos, he brings over there, even though Rambam doesn't write this halacha, the Chofetz Chaim says also. So again, you have all major poskim that people follow today. Some people follow Mishnah Brura, Aruch HaShulchan, Kaf HaChaim, the Alter Rebbe. They're all telling you how you have to be careful. Yeah, so the kavskos, as we said, you if it was cooked already or it was mixed with something else, oil, salt, because that's an amazik. The Rav Moshe brings, he also goyres that lahalacha it would be osur. However, he said the commercial eggs. So since what Rashbi spoke about in Maseches Nida, somebody peeled already, forgot, don't leave it overnight. Since the commercial lechatchila they do messes of prepared eggs or garlic, that was not b'chalal ha'isa. Okay, again, it's another kavskut. Somebody wants to see a lot of poskim both ways. He could see in the Sefer Shmiras Nefesh HaGuf, he brings a lot of poskim both ways. So like this, I'll tell you how far a thing goes. You have today, they're selling today with the hechsher of OU. If you go to Costco and other stores, they sell garlic, peeled garlic. You could buy them in a pound, peeled garlic. Mm-hmm. According to all this poskim, it's not appropriate. Yeah, the kavskos of Rav Moshe, since it's done for the masses, it's not in a doime, so it's a kavskos only. One second. Then you have also, same thing they sell to big companies, to bakeries, buckets of eggs, peeled eggs already. And a bigger problem, you have a lot of spices that says over there, you have over there, spices of garlic already there, or onion already. I don't know how the company, I'm not sure if they bought also messes of garlic and onion already and then made powder out of them and mixed them with this. It could be also left overnight, all this. If it's mixed, it's not a problem, but how it got there before it was mixed. Now, the biggest problem, that's what I find out, and after I became aware of it, I started being careful with it. When you buy mayonnaise, the mail, the biggest company does today, it's Hellman. So I asked somebody to look. They looked online. How they do? They buy mamash truckloads of those eggs peeled already, and then they say clearly on their site they put them in a fridge, sometime overnight, sometime few days, and then they use them. So it's peeled eggs. Yeah, again, kavs chus. Yes, we have a kavs, but there's definitely mokum to mach. According to this, all the mayonnaise you use, all these eggs, and all this garlics you buy, and all this mixture of spices with garlics and onion, a lot of them were items that were left overnight open, and definitely a big place, a big inyan to be machman. That's not shtusim. There's the Gemara, there's poskim. So like I said, when we in Bakel buying tishus kosher lePesach, then we missed such a big item. This is a place in Mahmoud and we eat something
what
not.
checking those eggs?
Huh?
Those eggs are the checked. You need to check those eggs.
No, the checking is not a problem because that's already the said in your there, the Shulchan, the Ramah, Soimech, and Chazak. That's the list of the problems. Especially today, they're not Safna the Ara, they're not. I'm saying the Safna the Ara, they're coming from incubators. It's less of a problem. The blood over there, if there is, it's with bottle baroid. That's a list of the problems. That's not a problem. We could rely on Chazak, people in Machmer to check that. We don't have to look. We could rely on Chazak. But this in of left overnight, it's like I said, it's brought from the Gemara all the way to the poskim. Yeah, kapschus, like I said, there is. I'm not judgmental. Doesn't just use it, but somebody wants to be machmer. Whatever you eat that influences you, the kashrus, to be machmer. That's definitely a big place to be machmer. Not
Yeah, kosher from a hechsher.
no, I don't know. You have to find out if they use. They use a lot of times. They use. I tell you, I did see in a bakery. It's in New York. In the Hamish Ablay, they over there, they put the advertise over there, mir haben a frische Eier, nutzman a frische Eier. What they mean, all eggs are fresh. What they mean fresh, that we break them inside. We do the eggs. We don't buy ready. I would check. Hellman, I check the eggs they use. They buy them in messes already peeled. They don't peel them. The mayonnaise you use, it has this egg that was left overnight. Again, I'm not saying there's a place to be maker, but it's definitely a big place to be machmir, not to use them.